Hi, I am Kedger on two wheels, and today I am on an Aprilia Caponord. And that is where we are going. So this is going to be the review of the Aprilia Caponord. This is a liter bike, or a 1200cc, I think. Settings should be on screen. With 130 or 150, no, 130 horsepower. V-twin, so there's a ton of torque. And a very, very sporty look. I'll do the walk around a bit later on some good scenery, probably up top, midway through the test ride. Yeah, but it looks great, and it feels quite like, I'm just going to say different. This is a subscriber's bike. The guy lended me his bike, his 15,000 euro bike, for me to go on a test ride. That is brave, people. That is very brave. And since this is not a dealership bike, I'm going to take this a bit slower. So, what is this Aprilia Caponord? Well, Aprilia is an Italian brand. God, I hope I don't make a mess out of this, because I research very little of this bike. It's more fun that way. I don't get any preconceived ideas of what this bike is and isn't if I don't actually research it first. And then it's fun seeing if I actually made it right. And well, from what I looked at it, it seems to have all top-of-the-line components everywhere. Shiny golden Brembo brakes, inverted, I think it's all-in suspension at the front. It's got all the bells and whistles you might want, except for some kind of a magical device that makes cars disappear. Get out of the way. It's got a huge engine, which I'm going to use right now for my advantage, like that. Man, that was harsh. Okay, so first things first, what is this? Well, Caponord means North Cape. And the North Cape is a cape in the northern tip of Europe, Norway, I think, which is also an epic journey destination where you journey through the whole of Europe and you end at the North Cape. So that's where this name comes from, the North Cape journey. So this is apparently a mega touring bike, not a tour or a small tour. No, this is a let's cross a continent kind of bike. It does look like an off-road machine, but I don't think this is an off-road machine by any case. It's really not. The first few meters you ride, this feels like a sports bike looking or trying to make itself look like a touring machine. Sorry, this is a sports bike trying to pass itself off as an adventure machine, and everything about it feels super sportish, not sporty, super sportish. Let's go for the gears. I'm in second gear at 50 kph, and the bike nearly can't handle it. It's too slow. What the hell is going on here today? Come on, guys, seriously? You are ruining everything. I can't overtake now. I can just take a look at the scenery. And these speeds are exactly what this bike doesn't like. Look, first gear 40 kph, 3000 rpm. Second gear, I'm at 50, and it's very jerky at these speeds. So this is not a bike to commute on. It really doesn't like it. You can do it, but this is a bike that doesn't really like commuting, unless you like to go everywhere in second and third gear. Look, third gear at 50 kph. Usually at this speed on my XJ6 I'm in sixth gear, top gear. On this one I'm in second gear. It most definitely does not like this, because I'm not too confident on these tires yet. They seem to require some warming up. Here's another little super sport detail. It sounds super sport. It goes like a super sport, and I haven't been able to test it, but I'm sure it's going to corner like a super sport. Thing is, it has, and this is a disadvantage in this case, it has fully adjustable front and rear suspension, which resulted in the owner of this bike messing with it, and now he says it's not right and I can't make it right, and I've tried quite a lot. Next time it goes for a tune-up, I'm going to ask them to redo the suspension. So that's a disadvantage of having a fully adjustable suspension, is that you can screw up the bike. And it feels like the rear is too low and the front is too high. Good brakes. Also like the traction control on this one, it's very smooth, very nice. I came out of a roundabout, give it a little bit of throttle, just normal throttle as you do on corner exits, and the rear stepped out, traction control stepped in, reined in the rear, and nothing happened. So that was awesome. That's why I really liked the traction control of this one, at least so far. Wow! Jeez! I'm not really sure why this bike has 6 gears, because I haven't been able to go past third yet. Jeez Louise! Whoa! When this goes up to 7, it kind of turns on the insanity mode. Let's get into 6th. Yeah, 6th is for the highway. 6th gear is seriously just for highway strolling around. So it's stuck there at 4k RPM. Between 4 and 6 should be the revs at sane speeds on the highway. Ah, nice. Whoa, it's a bit slippery. Why is it so slippery? Come on, 40 kph, seriously? Yikes! Yeah, it's very slippery. Is it the tires that are dying? No, but the tires were nice. On the edges they were good. I have the feeling here you have more grip, so... Look at this! I'm going to ride off a mountain! I'm going to ride straight clear off a freaking mountain and land in the sea. Yeah, this is a vertical cliff. And that's an old military artillery position to defend this whole area. You can see why, huh? Right here on the right, you can't really... Oh, there. It's this thing here. Oh, it rides really well standing up. Really well. That guy's insane climbing this on a bike, on a push bike. Ah, yeah, this is much better now. The asphalt there was horrible. That's why it was sliding all over the place. Oh yeah, this is much better. Oh yeah, this is completely different. The feel of this asphalt is completely different. Looks like I'm on a different bike. Wow. So yeah, so the fault there was the ground that wasn't giving me any kind of grip. Oh baby! Oh baby, baby! I withdraw everything I said bad about you in cornering. And it is not the suspension. Okay, suspension, maybe it's not helping, but the asphalt there is absolutely freaking horrible. Felt like I was going on glass or something. And now we have dusty roads. Oh yes, this is nice. Oh, okay, yeah. It was the grounds. I apologize for dissing the Aprilia, because here this feels great. And this is a great bike to go on big tours. It's super comfy. Yeah, it corners well, but as soon as I accelerate, it goes all wobbly. Why? Okay, this is the top part. And here I'm going to be able to do it correctly. I hope. Ah, this is better. No cars. This is the top loop. Can't really go fast here. Those two corners just killed my confidence. And I don't think it's off the bike. I think this is because either the tires are gone, or the asphalt is gone, or the suspension is not quite correct. I think it's probably a mixture of all three. Because if it was only the ground, when braking and accelerating, I would feel it slip. Have you seen the sight down there? That's scary. That's a multiple 100-meter drop vertical if I fall. And it kind of has the tendency, this road, to have a corner just jump at you if you don't pay attention. This is being a bit more stressful than I wanted. Well, about this bike, it does have 3 traction control settings and 3 engine settings. I think I'm going to change the traction control mode, then again maybe not. Let's see if I can make her slide. Famous last words. Yeah, whenever I accelerate, the rear goes weird. If I accelerate while leaning, the rear goes all weird. I'm going to try to lock my head in place so you guys can see the front going all wobbly. I love this side here. It's amazing, this part. And I'm in second gear. Well, it doesn't really matter because you can hear from the engine that this is what the bike wants, so. And why is everyone driving so slowly on this road? Come on. Yeah. Okay. Full throttle. Geesh. What an engine. Yee, nice brakes. Okay, little things I don't like. The brakes. Well, the rear brake doesn't really move much, and it starts braking immediately. So you don't get much of a feel, at least until you are used to it. You don't really get much of a feel on how much you are braking. The front brake, and this would be a cool place to stop if the car wasn't here. The front brake is also very, very powerful. Thankfully it has ABS. And you also don't really need to push with a lot of force. It just brakes instantly. Just gonna give it a light tap. This would be a cool place to do the walk arounds. Looks good. What gear am I on? This is first gear. Okay. Leaned, and that's it. So here is the Aprilia Caponord. Okay, it corners well enough, but it's odd because every time I turned right and accelerated, it kind of slipped, so that was odd. That was a bit odd. And I did lean a bit more than the owner, because that's a bit more scuffed than when I got it. That's odd. I think the suspension's all fudged up and he needs to fix that. That's the issue with the fully adjustable suspensions, then you screw this up. So let's go front to back. So this is a road going tire, 17-inch rim, 120 at the front. Looks like a 180 at the rear. Let's take a look. 180 at the rear, exactly. See? Dual disc brakes, Brembo brakes with ABS. You see the sensor and the sensor cable. Upside down suspension. No, it's ADD, it's not Öhlins. I don't know what ADD stands for. It has these are dual low beams and a single high beam, which should give you great illumination at night. Cool looking indicators, even though everything here is halogen. There's no LEDs. Stock handguards. You have these things for the side cases, so you can just hang them from here and you remove them and you don't really see. You have the scaffolding for the side cases. Same thing with the top case. You want to do these 4 screws, you put the plate here and then the top case on, so you can remove it and the bike looks, well, awesome. Chain drive, as is usual for these bikes. Funky looking mudguard at the rear. Actually, I think I would put the license plate down there and remove the whole rear parts of it. It is a good looking machine. It is a really good looking machine. Okay, has a few nagging things. I'm going to get on the bike and I'll tell you about the nagging things I don't quite get about this bike. Set 3. I don't remember which one was the most aggressive one, so I'll leave it at 2. Okay. You can turn on and off ABS. Don't know why, because this is seriously not an off-road machine. Not with this long first gear. Look, I'm going to put it into first. Let's go ahead and say 10 kph. It idles in first at 20 kph. My XG6 idles in first at 8 kph. So this means sometimes even idling you're going too fast for some places. Which is a bit... okay, it's very long gears. Okay, nagging things I don't like. This is just a part of the bike. It's not a nagging thing. Nagging thing I don't like. I know it's very nitpicky, but this indicator button gives you no feedback. It's very mushy. And you're not really sure. Look, inside, when you press in, it doesn't click. There's no clicks anywhere. It feels like you're waving a wand around. So you don't really know if you indicated or not. On the other hand, the high beam has a huge click. It has a brilliant click. It's really positive. You can feel click, click. It makes your whole hand vibrate. It's so harsh, like clack. It's awesome. Another little thing that other bike manufacturers should start copying is that this trigger for push to pass, you click it here, it's just push to pass or flash the high beams, and then you push it forwards and now it's full high beam. So it's very intuitive. Forwards, high beam on, mid, nothing, and click back for the flashing lights. It's brilliant, and it's all in one single little button at the rear where your index finger. It's absolutely brilliant, and I want this on all bikes from here on forwards. Look at this. High beams on, high beams off, flashing, flashing. Awesome! Awesome, awesome. Fantastic. The clutch is hydraulic, and even being hydraulic, it's very heavy. Man, that's a heavy clutch. Even with high hydraulics on, it's really, really heavy. Wasn't expecting it. I was expecting it to be like one finger pull, but damn, I can't pull it with my finger, with my little finger. And I might be able to do that on my tiny XJ6. But these are just nitpicking, because underneath this is a awesome looking and I think quite a great bike. Just don't screw up the suspension settings. Leave that to the pros. Go to some kind of tuning place where they know what they're doing and let them tune the bike correctly. But there's still grip even on this very dusty road, which is quite odd. Oh, by the way, see this? Look at this, all the crashes here. That's why you have these signs here. On this particular road, stay attentive and look at the signs. riding position, I'm really straight. Everything feels in place. Everything feels great. Everything's right where it's supposed to be. I'm not hunched over. I'm not reaching for anything. I'm just riding along. And then it's one of those where you can go sedately, calmly, taking in the sights. Not slowly though. Doesn't like slow. This bike doesn't do slow. Look, second gear, 50 kph. This is ridiculous. Or you can go really fast on this and have a bucket ton of fun, which I do not have. I think someone's calling me. Maybe, no. Okay, yeah, so this is the Aprilia Caponord. Big thanks to the subscriber that lent me his bike. Fix your suspension. It's not good. It's not horrible. It's not good. It was the track, the road that was horrible. That was screwing all of this up. And so, well, that's it. The Aprilia Caponord. Catch you out.